Oi oi, yeah, the rack is back, and in this video I want to talk about my transition from freshwater fishing to saltwater fishing, because my wonderful river near me, that closes mid-March, it doesn't reopen for fishing until mid-June. It's called the close season, so this is my last outing on this river for a while. Now pike look really ancient, they've just got that prehistoric thing about them, just the way they look. But they do dates back millions of years anyway. But when you bring that lure past them, you better be ready, because they can attack a lure up to 30 miles an hour. And those 600 odd teeth, they face inwards. But just look at those 6 sensory paws on top of its head. Fascinating. There's another 10 or so under its mouth. Just look at that detail. But you know, it's the eyes, those big eyes. You know, they stare back at you on the mat. Like, who are you and what have you done to me? Put me back. So, you know what, I think I will put it back as well. Bye-bye. Now, there she goes. And you know what, I'm gonna miss the river. 3 months, man, 3 months. We've become so intimate, and I feel like I know her inside out now. But it's always time for one more fish. Double. There she goes. And it's goodbye from both of us as far as freshwater fishing goes. On to new chapters, I feel. Oi, we're back with a rack.
RAK, fishing the crouch
fishing.
now.
Here we go.
Yeah, here we go.
Essex estuary. Now this 17-mile long river is probably best known for smuggling. The golden era for smuggling was from 1730 to 1830, when smugglers pitted their wits with revenue men. Normally oysters, coupled with brandy, were carried by ships and sold in France. Now the smugglers often outnumbered the revenue and were prepared to do battle. Fiddler the pirate was well known and captured, later executed and hung in chains at land now known as Fiddler's Point. Now today we're not going to try and smuggle anything, but I just want to catch a thornback ray, or at least find out how to. Luckily, my good friend Ian has come down to show me the ropes and tell me what's what, and hopefully we'll catch one. 1984, Operation Bishop saw a joint venture between Essex Police and Her Majesty's Customs and Excise to capture and seize the UK's biggest haul of cannabis in a single raid. The armed raid on a yacht at Northumbridge, just over the river there, resulted in the arrest of 8 people and the recovery of 4.3 tonnes of high-grade cannabis resin found on the yacht, on the 85-foot schooner. It had a street value of over £10 million. The trucks had been smuggled by sea to the UK, right here to the Crouch. It come over from they sailed over from northern Lebanon. So yeah, just that history of all the smuggling going on around here. What's coming up the river? We're not far from London, really. We maybe 50 miles. And of course, we're not far from the River Thames neither, which is probably about 7 or 8 miles that way, going south. But the smugglers are probably thinking, why bother coming up the River Thames when they can come up the Essex estuaries? So I just think it gives me a little bit of mystery to me fishing. It's quite fascinating what's gone on down the years down here. There's a pub a few miles upriver. That's called the Smuggler's Den. Now another thing about this area is the oysters. Now Europe's largest native oyster restoration project is ongoing right now, and oyster farming was recorded as far back as the Roman era. And some of this mud is really treacherous, and I have got to be careful where I walk. You can seriously lose a boot and get stuck. And it's a little bit frightening actually sometimes. So I thought I'd try a little pendulum cast, see how I get on with that. It wasn't that successful, although I did get a good distance, and a bit of a telling off from me as well, because I just didn't do it right.
Right, if you're going to go pendulum, you need to start it on the inswing.
Oh well, practice makes perfect, and I've got all summer to perfect that. At least I've got Ian telling me what I'm doing wrong, and telling me what I'm doing right, of course. I'll just give you some idea what we're up against here. They're not actually rocks down there, it's actually clumps of mud, and this is what Essex is like. It's just clumps of mud. I mean, even the well-known Southend seafront. It's just mud banks really. So in actual fact it's pretty treacherous down there, and you really have to watch your step if you have to get down for a fish. So this is we're just using herring.
Herring, yeah, just.
Yep.
We're just going in with small pieces at the moment. Change this over pretty quick. I wouldn't leave it 10 minutes. I think that for 10 minutes would be more than enough, because it's just all flesh, you see.
Yeah, size I think 2.0 hook.
Yeah, that's good size. Small baits. We seem to get bites on small baits on Sunday, so that's what we're going in with now.
Yeah. Keeping the rod tips at 90-degree bend, so we can see that tap, tap, tap. What I often do is just a little tap, and then it'll go bang. That's it. That's when you have it. But the temptation to touch your rod is immense.
Yeah, you jump on it and you miss it.
It's immense. We had some taps the other day, and I first ventured down here this season, but she didn't pull. So but it was cold. It was a bit cold actually, to be fair. And it's been really cold overnight, 2-3 degrees, almost touching freezing actually. So the water I believe is around about, was the weekend, a couple of days ago. So 7-8 degrees. It's still cold, but saying that, yeah, you can catch thornbacks for the winter. So fingers crossed. But it's whether they're moving, isn't it? It's whether they're moving.
On this estuary, they're a resident fish. You can catch a thornback every month of the year now.
So they're right up this river. Yeah, the rig is just like a long pad. Casting out with a 5-ounce lead. And we're fishing low to high tide, and high tide should be coming in about 11 o'clock at night. I should be well gone by then, unfortunately, but it is what it is. It's all about short sessions, how many times we can get down here and fish it. That's the idea. So. And yeah, I think it's dropped down to probably about 14 degrees now. It's not too bad, to be fair. It's a bit of a blow. I would say probably 15 mile an hour, southwesterly. So it's quite good fishing weather, to be honest. I'm hoping for a good tap tonight. Let's kick the season off. Yeah, we were fishing really well, weren't we, the other day?
Yeah, I was fishing at my best on Sunday.
Yeah.
And I'm fishing pretty well now, so I'm confident.
Yeah, I'll probably need a bait change.
Yeah, you need a bait change. Get that in.
Yeah, right, yeah. Well, we were treated to a nice sunset, and it wasn't long after this that the action began. There we go, if you see that, but
Yeah, bring her up.
dogfish, not the thornback I was after.
No,
Dogfish it is.
It's a result, isn't it?
Swing this baby up,
Good
eh?
one. Not bad.
Yeah.
Not bad, dog. Right. Probably do that in my hands.
That's it.
There you go. Dogfish.
Lovely, lovely.
This is the trick shot. You hold the tail and the head at the same point.
Okay.
Yeah. It stops it getting around your hand.
Yeah.
And then just get that out.
This is a shark species.
Yeah. There we go. Dogfish. That's a male dogfish. That is.
Male, is it? Yeah. How can you tell the males?
The spurs at the back there. See the spurs?
Oh, the spurs again. Right, yeah.
Yeah, same as the skate.
Just like the skate.
Yeah, they're related to skate.
The thornbacks.
But that's good,
Yeah.
Sean. That's a blank out of the way, isn't it?
There's a blank out of the way, yeah, that's right, yeah.
Yeah.
Yep, okay. So, yep, I caught the dogfish, but we were lucky enough that Ian caught a nice thornback.
Well, you're not bothering.
No, I'm not going to bother weighing it.
Stupid. It's about £3. There you go. And we're just going to put this little thornback back now.
Back she goes.
Back she goes. Back he goes.
Who so? Yeah,
It's
yeah,
a
yeah.
man. I'll try and do it as delicately as I can, but there we go.
1, 2, 3. Right, listen, that's it. Thanks ever so much for watching. Okay, if you like it, give it a like, subscribe, comment, all those things. Okay, what's coming up? So yeah, listen, I'm going to be doing a lot of saltwater. Obviously, there's a lot of shoreline in Essex to go for. It's on my doorstep, 20 minutes, and I'm there, kind of thing, you know. So I'm really looking forward to that. I'll be chasing the bass, more thornback rays, all this stuff. I've got to try and catch myself now. I really only started looking into it last year for saltwater, so it's really exciting for me. And I've just fitted a anchor trolley to my kayak as well. And the plan is to get the kayak out and chase those bass on lures. I can't wait to do that. The kayak can really now, I feel, is fitted out and ready for it. I'm just waiting for the winds to die down a bit. I don't want to be going out too strong a wind, that's for sure. So yeah, I'm just going to combine the bank with the kayak and just grab as many hours as I possibly can. I have been doing a ton of work around the house, so it sort of limits my fishing time. But it's slow. I'm slowly getting there with that. But obviously, you know, you've got to make time for your fishing, right? Right, listen. Thanks ever so much. Peace out.